Hi folks, Andreas Metzen here from Capo Momentum Advisory. A quick live video on Twitter and on the Twitter mess, and my 2 tweets worth of my opinion here on this situation. Elon Musk has bought Twitter a while ago, and there's daily news on hiccups, mess ups. There's a lot of pushback to Musk's taking over Twitter and the changes he's making. I want to take a look at it and give my opinion about it, and maybe also some advice that he'll probably never hear or see, but we'll see. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the videos I upload, or when I go live and you'd like to join me here on the live feeds that I do. So let's take a look here at the mess that you see also in the media on Twitter, and Twitter having been bought by Musk. If you just look today and look at the news, and there's tons of news, and bear with me here, some of the news here shows up in German, but Elon Musk would have done better with Twitter if he had read Noam Chomsky. Twitter CEO Elon Musk keeps changing his mind. We're keeping track. Elon Musk fires a developer after he objects publicly. Twitter strikes out or deletes next function of Twitter. Chaos unleashed. Elon Musk wild ride at the helm of Twitter that could bring Twitter down. So it's a lot of pushback. And I wanted to maybe just quickly mention this, see if they, because Twitter was on this Baron Funds interview, interesting interview, also lots of things not about Twitter. And he kind of highlights some items about where he sees Twitter go, so to say. And it was interesting to read his take on it, and understand what he wants to achieve. I would say the following, to stop rambling around and give my opinion on the whole idea of having checked accounts. Mr. Musk, Elon Musk, I really, really, really appreciate all the things you are doing, and you're an extremely sharp-minded engineer. It's a really simple solution for Twitter just to get certified accounts that are truly certified accounts, and let's just do simple KYC like any financial institution does. And I don't know what the process is for you to give those certified accounts, but it's a very simple process. Just do KYC, know your customer procedures. They've been done all around the world. The whole crypto industry had to, or is in the process of complying with this, the big exchanges for sure. What's so difficult about just setting up KYC procedures? I mean, there was examples recently news with the changes, for this $8 subscription for Twitter, and fake accounts were created because now you can just pay for it, and all kinds of fake accounts, like somebody is creating a Pepsi account, commenting on Coke or Coca-Cola, and then senator was simulated, so to say, a fake account like this. I mean, it's so easy, and the damage for Twitter coming in and making these changes hastily is unnecessary. I'll say to say the least. Now, I disagree with this. I don't know, pushback on Elon Musk trying to, in a way, liberate Twitter, liberate the little birdie here, so that folks can more freely voice their opinions. I do agree with the sense that that this censorship that was on these corporate platforms is too political, and it should not be. So I'm in favor of making changes that allow people really just to voice their opinion in the border, inside the law, so to say. And to make it less political in terms of what gets censored and what does not. So I agree with that in a sense. In interview here that you can find either through Wall Street Journal here in this article, um, or if you just look for Elon Musk on YouTube here. He talks about how he wants this town hall type of feeling and reality for Twitter to be there, where people can come to the town hall and speak freely. And I would note on the $8 subscription that you have to be certified, so to say, and to have a certified account. That's not what you do in a town hall. I don't have to go and pay $8 to voice my opinion. So I think in that regard, it's completely the wrong step to for people to having to pay money to be able to uplist it, because he also talks about how he wants, the folks that are then paying for the service, they will appear higher in the searches and so forth. So I disagree with that. I would say make it free. If you want to monetize, go ahead and make people pay, but make the process fee or make it a one-time fee. If you want to do this for people to get certified, I would be okay with paying $8 or $10 for a one-time certification process so that they can generate some income for it. But just to voice my opinion, to having to pay every month, I think that's going to backfire. People are just going to move elsewhere to do this, and it's not in line with the idea of having this town hall and people to have the possibility to say what they please within the limits of the law. So I think also that's the wrong path for Elon Musk to take, and he should just open it up and just have corporate fees and have fees for smaller size companies and so forth. Once they start monetizing things, I understood that he wants to be able to have creators show their content with longer lengths of videos and so forth, and also for them to be able to monetize. I would applaud that. So if you could have this tweet functionality and video functionality inside Twitter, that would be worth exploring for Twitter, because they have the platform. And interesting for content creators like myself, then to also to maybe be able to monetize on that channel or through that channel. So that's interesting for them to consider and to do and to make these changes. So I think he's getting himself a little bit in a big mess. He's making changes, and stood he fired people who were deemed unnecessary and so forth. And I understand he wants to come in and make changes. And this may be a rough period, and I do understand that he's quite dedicated. He speaks also in this video here about how he slept for years, in the Tesla plants of trying to correct, the production line, and was just physically there and have this dedication to be physically there as a leader. So I'm sure he will pay attention to Twitter now, and as he has already has started once he has bought it, and he'll fix it. And usually he fixes things in a logical and meaningful way. And like you said, they will make mistakes. I just find it's about time. I think he corrects course in the sense that he does things now that do make sense. This for $8.79.9, getting this certification ribbon, I think that was off. The criticism is, of course, steep. I know there is political pushback on him because Twitter was probably leading Democratic in terms of what they censored, so to say, or what they were not allowing to be said on Twitter. And I think this side of things is pushing back towards Musk now in Twitter in terms of what he's doing. So I think it's also a political battle going on. I've noticed if you watch, for example, The Tonight Show, not The Tonight Show, but let's go over here and let me use my Well, I'm looking for Stephen Colbert here. I keep mixing up the. I guess it's the on the Late Show. If you watch the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, he, the crowd there and Stephen Colbert himself is quite critical of Twitter. Something I don't like about the changes on CBS here and the Late Show is that it's all one-sided. It's all kind of the democratic views of things. The crowd even boos, at certain people when jokes are made. I find it off, and the reason I bring it up, it's also, it also happened here for commenting on Twitter and Elon Musk, and I see the pushback there coming out of this channel of CBS here and their democratic kind of view. So I disagree with that. I don't think that should happen. I think it should be more neutral, and I think the changes in the end will probably help Twitter to become more liberal, not liberal in the sense of political liberal, but more open, and maybe also more productive in the end and more valuable in the end. We could hop over here. Just we'll use Yahoo and just do Twitter and look at Twitter stock. I assume it's I'm just fishing for it's headlines like this. Musk warns bankruptcy isn't out of the question for Twitter. And it's if you read they have this onslaught of fake verified accounts. Let me just make sure I find Twitter. I'm not sure why is it so difficult to find Twitter because it says it's delisted. Did they take it off? I'm just going to switch over here. Bear with me here. I'm just a little bit surprised about the. Oh, that kind of puzzles me. Yeah, I mean, there was, since I see this news here, there was this fake account, claiming that insulin was for free, and then the stock dropped heavily, 4%. Eli Lilly's stock dropped. So this kind of stuff, this just can't happen. And that he's trying to fix things with getting income revenue, through this $8 subscription, so to say, and he messes up on the other side. It's just not right. I'm curious. I must say, I'm not sure why the stock is delisted. I must have missed something. Maybe it's because of the having been bought. I'm actually kind of surprised here myself now, not knowing. In any case, we should still have a chart showing it until it was delisted. Okay, so it went. Let's do max here. Since 2014, yes, it was not too bad until it was delisted. I don't know why it was delisted. Apologies on this. So I wanted to see the impact on the stock. I guess I can't show you right now. Stock market up, by the way. I guess there's some good news about inflation. But little sidetrack here, because I think actually crypto market is not moving much, not phased by it. I think a lot of people are expecting another dip below in capitulation on the crypto side of things. But anyway, back to crypto here. So if you just go here on Yahoo and just try to, we're going to look for Twitter news now. You see that, they have this back and forth on the leadership side. Fires an engineer who called him out, like I said earlier. Elon Musk, that was 4 days ago, insists things are going well. Um, for the fun of it, we should actually go to Twitter and we should actually find Elon Musk here. I'm guessing there is. Yeah, that looks like him. By the way, he doesn't have. I heard today that Cristiano Ronaldo has like 500 million, so more people follow Cristiano Ronaldo than Elon Musk. Just a side note. Um, by the people, for the people. I would argue no, because if I have to pay for it, it's not by the people, for the people. So sorry for that. I'm not sure what he's showing here, by the way. So today is the 15th. Did he tweet today? That was 8 hours ago. Twitter is all the news. 21 hours ago. See Republica, President Starlink. Yeah, okay, he's doing Starlink. 23 hours. I'm not sure what this DAO here is. Okay, I would have to actually look up what he means by DAO. Number of monetizable daily active users. Daily active users. So that's daily active users on Twitter. Of course, it shows July compared to now. I must say that's okay. 1 million more. Okay, chart is a bit misleading because it doesn't show the past, so there might have been yeah, he's claiming it's an all-time high. 2.37 users. We could look it up. Okay, here's from the German statistics website. I guess it's a normal trend. Q2, it was at 237, so that's a trend that if you look here, I think that's just, I don't know that he can take credit for it, and this slump in here is probably caused by him. Yeah, he's apologizing for Twitter being super slow in many countries. App is doing greater 1,000 poorly batched RPCs just to render a home timeline. Okay, rolling out soon. Twitter will enable organization to identify which other Twitter accounts are actually associated with them. Twitter feels increasingly alive. Yeah, so there's not much news that he engaged in terms of pushback on Twitter. Yeah, so not sure I have so much more to say. So I followed this, and I didn't mind him at all buying it because I think Twitter was it felt, because I'm not much on Twitter to be honest, but it felt like Twitter was overregulated in the sense of it was leaning towards one side and things were getting censored, which is a tendency in the world that media is kind of censored by the owners, which is natural in a way, but most people are not so super aware about it. So if he aims to make it more free and accessible, and it will have less of these political science influences on Twitter and what's being shown, then I would applaud that. Some of the changes he's making, he's causing a stir. I would argue the $8 just for normal John Doe to use Twitter and be official. I'd say just do KYC and be done with it, and that's an easy way to certify. People have to show official documentation. You have the team that reviews them, just like financial institutions do. Want to get rid of trolls, bots, and what else not? Just do that, I don't know why that's not even being mentioned explicitly. I'm not sure what he's following up. And that's a very simple way to, um, make accounts more official. I mean, you can still, if you have criminal intent, you can still, of course, fake documents and so forth to create accounts. And I understand for him it was, it's more expensive, for people, organizations, or whoever who wants to influence stuff on Twitter. It gets more expensive if you have to pay for an account. But if you look at the normal people, then you block, many who may not want to have to spend the money, and others who have the money will still cough up the money to have whatever 1,000 accounts worth to influence opinion, so to say. So, um, yeah, that was my two tweets worth here, bit around about on Twitter and what's going on. I can recommend, by the way, the Elon Musk, and this was interview. It's just been here. I can pull it up for you. This Ron Barron conference interview here. I can actually recommend. So just look for Ron Barron conference with the timestamps video here, and there's a section here on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Twitter, and there's a section here also on SpaceX, of course, and Tesla, and his whole vision and why he works so hard on these things. I must say, in terms of engineering and the whole space and innovation, space travel and getting multiplanetary, this guy could not do anything as of tomorrow, and he would have changed the world forever. And he deserves, I think, Nobel prizes and whatnot. And I hope that he will influence the world in a positive way for much longer, and his companies will continue to as well. So I recommend this full Elon Musk interview here. It's really good. And other than that, I think I would sign out and leave you with my two tweets worth. So I know this was a bit of a uncoordinated ramble. I just wanted to get it out of my system and share it with you. I will see if I can create some shorts out of this video to make it more digestible, like I usually try to. And I see you on the other side. Drop me a like if you enjoy the content and subscribe to the channel.